Hey everybody, it's Cathryn Hartt of Heart and Soul Studio. And this is Atticus. He is trying to help us with our acting tip of the day. And this is Boo Boo. Can you look at the camera? Hello, Boo. Okay, thank you. I'm kind of buried in poodles today. Can you guys settle down? Because I was trying to do an acting tip sitting on the couch, and so everybody had to join me, of course. Boo, it's hard for me to demonstrate with your head sitting in my lap waiting for pets. Oh, I'm sorry. We're so needy around here. Anyway, but you know, you're actors. Don't you need people to love you? Well, poodles with pom-poms on their butts are exactly the same. Anyway, today's tip is how do you get unfrozen and unblocked looking when you're doing a scene if you're sitting down. So let me get these guys down. Boo, can you lie down? Thank you very much. Try not to bump into the microphone because it will make a really big crash. Thank you. And Atticus, you can settle down there too. Okay, so I see you guys do this kind of stuff all the time. If you're in a scene, you are sitting there like this and all sorts of stuff is going on and you're doing your hand acting, which of course you know that I don't like that hand acting stuff where the only thing that moves is your hand, and people are doing stuff and you are talking and you are not moving anything. Your entire body is like a block of frozen, leftover dessert that you're not allowed to eat anymore. It's just something that's dead sitting in the refrigerator growing mold. Okay, that's an interesting connotation, but that's kind of where my head goes, so sorry. I'm an actor, I have to create. Any rate, so, now Atticus, I need you to stop doing that, Atticus. You need to settle down. Oh, there, thank you. All right, so, we don't want this just dead acting or just hand acting and everything is kind of stiff. And notice how nothing is really moving. And I'm talking to you, but it's not a very interesting picture unless Atticus moves. Remember, you always have to have movement on camera. So if he's moving, that actually makes my shot look less static. So I'm pushing him out of the shot because you're doing this. And really nothing is moving except your face. And you're going to tend to do line acting now too because you don't feel like you're actually really doing anything. Atticus, don't touch that microphone, sweetheart. Come around this way. Thank you. Come around this way. Okay, you can come up here and settle down. There you go, good boy. You don't mind if I work with my poodles while I'm talking to you guys, do you? So, the thing that you want to do instead is you want to give yourself something to actually do in the shot. You want to be able to... Thank you, because this is why you don't work with kids and animals, because no matter what you're doing, the animal is always cuter than you are. Just an extra acting tip. And so what I want to show you guys now is how to stop being so stiff and having nothing going on. Because see, when Atticus was moving in the shot, it looked okay. When I was twisting and turning to talk to him, it looks okay. But now it's really kind of flat, except for my hand acting. And trust me, this is what I see you guys do 90% of the times before I whack you around and tell you, hey, you could move your butt. So when we kind of shift our butt sometimes while we're sitting there, or someone else sits down, you kind of shift over and stuff like that. Or, put the energy through your entire body. Move your feet. Even though you don't see my feet in the shot right now, if I slightly adjust my feet, it makes this extra little flow happen. Oh, and look what I've got here. I've got a pillow. So I can use my pillow and stuff. I can sort of, adjust and use the couch here. I can do all sorts of stuff to use where I'm sitting. But what I want to make sure is that the acting goes through my whole body, even if you don't see my whole body. When I'm doing these little adjustments and stuff, I'm much more natural and I look more like a real person. If I'm doing something besides just sitting there with my body frozen in time, like that terrible moldy dessert that's in the refrigerator that I discussed earlier. Again, I'm not sure where that connotation is coming from, but hey, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right, so this is what I'm really doing, and I am using stuff. I'm fixing my shirt. The stuff that you do when you really sit down like your character sits down. What does your character do? what do they do when they're sitting down there? Or just little bitty things, just tiny little things, or slightly shifting. Just don't let your body go dead. And I always recommend right before you start acting on camera that you shift your body around to make sure it hasn't frozen, because it will be. If you're sitting there for more than like 1 second, your body is frozen. And here's a little thing I always like to throw out to people. We get bored in about 1 to 3 seconds. We get bored watching you. So if you're not really doing anything, see how my body just naturally does little things when I'm talking to you? You have to set yourself free to not block and get frozen and try to make sure I'm saying those lines right and really talking to you. No, I'm talking to you with my whole body. Everything about me, I set it free, I'm loosened up. Just keep things moving, little things shifting. It's not that I have to think of more things to do, it's that I set myself free so that I'm really just doing stuff that I feel like doing. It's so easy. So set yourself free and, make sure your butt's still alive. Okay, that's the tip of the day. Oh, wait, listen, don't forget that moldy stuff that's in the fridge, and it has chocolate on it. I'll still eat it.